This channel is supported by my books, including my new book, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surf, Boat, and Kayak, a bestseller on Amazon. Hey, these books make great holiday gifts. You can learn more at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon. Yeah, good morning. All right, beautiful morning, top of the tide. So I'm going to have a bunch of hours of outgoing. You know, it's not like up north where the tide runs out for 6 hours. It's running out for 8 hours today. It's a whole other story. But all right, I think I'm going to be looking for redfish at first, and when the water gets lower, I'm going to be coming back closer to home and looking for snook. So we'll see what happens. There's always something out there. So. Wow, what a beautiful morning. Yeah, the wind's going to pick up a little bit, but it's just beautiful right now. Hey, before we punch that throttle down, a quick word from Salt Strong. Okay, I know my northern followers are just hitting that dreaded long winter off season. Hey, if you're a member of Salt Strong, you can check out my Northeast Fishing message board. I'm always available to chat there. If you're not a member of Salt Strong, consider joining. There are a lot of good reasons to become a member of Salt Strong. I know a lot of people go down south to fish during the winter, and when I started doing that a couple of years ago, boy, I got up to speed in a hurry. Big thanks to Salt Strong, because, boy, there's just so much information here. I mean, this is their tips page. You can filter for different species, different areas. And between this, their courses, all of the where to, how to information, for me, it was just a huge game changer. You know, if for whatever reason you're trying to learn a new area, these reports can help you get off to a good start. If I zoom in on the island where I winter, so this is a 17-mile long island, maybe 1.5 miles wide at the widest. Look at all the reports posted in this general area. I mean, look, you don't need to be a report chaser, but it can at least give you some kind of a starting point to see, you know, where some of the better spots are. And the nice thing is, no matter where you're going, there's reports everywhere. It's really quite remarkable. All right, and I find this really interesting. I mean, this is one of the more advanced features that they have. But this fishing video, which I have edited before doing this part, I realized that all of the fish on that video, except for one, are accounted for on this map. Now, I know there's a lot here, but you've got smart spots identified here. I've turned on oyster beds. They identified the oyster bed where I caught those reds at the beginning of the video. They identified the other spot where I caught the big red, the cuda, the snook. So yeah, that's pretty good. You know, these are not nonsense. These areas they've got marked off. I'm going to look at these closer. In the video description, I'll have a link to this landing page, which will tell you how you can join the club. Let's get back to the fishing. I had about a 5-mile run across mostly 2 feet of water, and you have to set down in some water, so I've got a spot marked on the GPS. It's like a small spot with like 3 to 4 feet, and that's where I set down. I'm just going to turn it around now and head to where I want to go. I'll have links to all of the gear in the video description, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. So I mentioned it being high tide, but the tidal range on this day is only about 1.5 feet across 8 hours, so kind of a soft tide. All right, going to try a spot I've never fished before. Got an oyster bed up here. I've been meaning to try it for some time. The reason I'm doing it now is because you know, the water's really not. We don't have really good currents today, and right now is not really good currents at all. So I'm thinking maybe out here there'll be more current than in other places, and there might be fish. But you know what? I actually see some life on the corner. Also, now's the time to try, because the wind's going to come up and it's going to get crappy out here. And other people stop on this because it's like in the path, so now's a good time. I'll be the first one here in the morning. All right, just getting adjusted with the foot pedal there, just trying to get the boat to go the way I want and go around this little piece of structure. Something there. What am I doing here? Small redfish. Good cast, come on. There we go. Something? Nothing? Tiny red. Oh, just another small red. Okay. Not tiny. Small though. Okay, well, never fished here before, so I'm catching a few fish here. All right. it's a learning stop, right? Just trying to see what's here, where. I really like to get up here. That was there's some fish here. Feel better. Not huge, but definitely a little better fish. This may have been a good guess. Okay, that's a better one for sure. Yeah, I believe that's a slot red, but I don't keep. All right, the other side of the little island, you can see the exposed oysters there. Okay. There, trout. Not a bad one. Definitely a nice one. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. So these are cool. These are white pelicans. They have a wingspan between 8 and 10 feet, and they actually summer in the Great Lakes region and then winter down here. A lot like many of my neighbors down here in Florida. So I just moved into a new spot and first cast. Didn't even have the camera on yet. There's like no water and the tide's going out, so I gotta be careful. I'm gonna spend a lot more time here than I intend to. That's a good one. Okay, that's the way to start. Yeah, I made one cast, about 3 cranks, and boom. Boy, these are slimy buggers. God, I did not not want to make all that noise. Did not want to make that noise. All right, battery ran out there, and boy, despite getting that on the first cast in that spot, I worked that. I couldn't get another one. As you saw, there was not much water, so I got out of there before too long and made another run about 4 miles back, and yeah, fishing a different spot, a spot where usually I have a shot at a good snook. Big trout. Wow. Oh, is that a... Yeah, that's a freaking cuda. So there are actually big cudas out in the Gulf offshore a little bit. But that's the biggest one I've ever caught on the inside. I've caught smaller ones, but yeah, that's an unusual catch for me. So I'm pretty sure I'm seeing redfish. Sometimes we have very big mullet, and from a distance you see the shadows, for me anyway. Sometimes it's obvious one from the other, but it's not for me right now. Since I think there's redfish, I'm going to go with this is the John Skinner Mossy Mullet from Salt Strong with the Dr. Juice on there, because it's just a really good redfish lure. I don't have as much confidence throwing the top water in there to reds. So, and hey, you know what? The snook will hit this as well. So this seems like a good move to put that on. And yeah, so if you look at that water starting from the mangroves and coming out, it's light colored, then it gets a little deeper. Not this cast, the following cast, just keep your eye in that area, and yeah, this will be cool. Okay, here he comes, just where the lighter bottom turns a little darker. Gotcha, and I saw you coming. Ha ha! I knew that was not a mullet. Oh, I can't believe he turned on it. Whoa, it's a really good one too. I rarely get to see that. It shows what a good lure that is. Beautiful clear water. Big. Whoa. Total beauty there. Right. All right, and I didn't pull anything else out of there, so I've moved around the corner, and yeah, again, I'm seeing some stuff in here, but it's even deeper. Can't really tell what it is. All right, I see where I want to cast, but I want to be lined up on it correctly. At the same time, I'm watching real careful in that water to see if I see something good. Oh, snook. completes the slam. No big deal, but that's what it does. Yep, another solid trip. All right, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out my online courses at saltstrung.com/Skinner. And yeah, check out the new Northeast Fishing message board link that's in the video description. And don't forget my books, including my new book, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surf, Boat, and Kayak, a bestseller on Amazon. You can learn more at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon.